morning everyone. So today I will tackle what is research question. Research question is the first step in making a research project. It is a question that the research must be answered. What is a good qualitative research problem? A good research paper must have a good research problem. It will guide you to discover something you want to find out and will also simplify the data that you should gather, because it will give you a goal and more focus while doing your research. Formulating a qualitative research problem. The general problem. General problem will serve as the overview of our research paper. In this problem, it can be stated in a narrative form and should be specific. Straight to the point, general problem will serve as your guide in doing research paper because it contains what the research aims to achieve. Specific problem. The specific problem is connected to the general problem because it supports the claims of the general problem. As a general problem serves as the overview of a research paper, the specific problem gives us a detail of our research paper. It is usually stated in question form.
Qualities of a good research. A good title helps researchers to start planning the project. It may help in focusing on what research method may be appropriate. So the first is researchable. It is one that can generate a hypothesis that can be tested through a structured and rigorous process of data collection, analysis, and testing. A troubling questions that exist in scholarly literature, in theory or in a practice that points to the need for meaningful understanding and investigation. Feasible. Finer focuses in time, scope, expertise, resources, and funding. Writing feasible research questions ensures that researchers are taking on a research project can actually be completed. Specific problems are the ones expressed in one question's form and are the very basis of your research. Instruments such as questionnaires. Next is complex. Research questions should not be answerable with a simple yes or no, or by easily found facts. They should instead require both research and analysis on the part of the writer. So the next is relevant. The research problem drives a study and target in-depth research is needed to fully develop the research because you need to know what researchers have done in the area on the topic to help set up and define a problem that exists in the research. So next is arguable. It aims to resolve an issue by engaging with the different viewpoints, taking a stand, and making an argument supported by evidence. Concise. It should be clear, concise, and something that you can answer. It should also not be too complex or vague. It's much better to separate out different ideas into different questions or eliminate that focus from your work if it is not needed. So the last is clear. It can help you to conduct and develop effective and meaningful research.
Types of research problems. Descriptive research. Descriptive research problems focus on questions like what is, with its main aim to describe the situation, state, or the existence of certain specific phenomena. For such studies, surveys and opinion polls are best suitable because they require systematic observation of social issues. Comparative research. A comparative research is used to gather information about the differences between two or more research subjects across different variables. These types of questions help the researcher to identify distinct features that mark one research subject from the other by highlighting existing similarities. The questions, what are the differences between a landline telephone and a smartphone, is an example of a comparative research. Relational research. A correlational research investigates relationship between variables. The aim of correlational research is to identify variables that have some sort of relationship to the extent that a change in one creates some change in the other.
Steps on developing a research question. Step 1. Choose an interesting general topic. Most professional researchers focus on topics they are genuinely interested in studying. Because, let's be honest, if we don't like the topic that we are genuinely researching about, we lose motivation, we lose sense of curiosity, and we don't really particularly care about the topic. So we need to choose the topics that you're interested with, the topics that you're curious with. Writers should also choose a broad topic. A broad topic meaning a topic about school, a topic about governments, a topic about poverty, for example. And of course, they would like to know more. Step 2. Do some preliminary research on your general topic. Do a few quick searches in current periodicals and journals on your topic to see what's already been done to help you narrow your focus. Put yourself into question, what issues are scholars and researchers discussing when it comes to their topic? What questions occur to you as you read these articles? Basically, doing this helps you know more about your topic and helps you create more specific problems in your own perspective. And step 3, consider your audience. For most college papers, your audience will be academic, but always keep your audience in mind when narrowing your topic and developing your question. Would that particular audience be interested in the question you are developing? Would students be interested in the question that I'm developing? Would parents be interested? Would the government be interested? Would the public community be interested? There's a lot of audience needs to be considered, but if it all depends on your teacher, if they decide what audience you have.
Step 4. Start asking questions taking into consideration all of the above. Start asking questions open-ended how and why questions about your general topic. It's all about parang nagtathrow ka lang ng mga questions na gusto mong malaman doon sa topic na yun. Then step 5, evaluate your questions. After you put a question or even a couple of questions down on paper, evaluate these questions to determine whether they would be effective research questions or whether they need more revising and refining. Like, parang tinitignan nila kung tama ba yung grammar or kung tama ba yung mga nandoon, kung related ba sila sa topic, kung mayroon bang need na idagdag, ganun.
Here are some examples. How should social networking sites address the harm they cause? That question is unclear. Why? Because there are numerous social networking sites available nowadays. If our topic is overly broad, getting a good answer will be tough. However, if if we provide a concrete example, we may be able to receive a positive response. What action should social networking sites like MySpace and Facebook take to protect users' personal information and privacy? Now it becomes clear. Second example, what is the effect on the environment from global warming? Again, the question is once again very broad. Global warming has a wide range of consequences on our environment. The researchers will need a long time to gather evidence on the effects of global warming. On the revised one, it became more focused. What is the most significant effect of glacial melting on the lives of penguins in Antarctica? On the second, it becomes clear what information the researchers are looking for. Our third example is how are doctors addressing diabetes in the US? The question is far too straightforward. As a result, it's possible that it's been answered before. On the second is, what main environmental behavior and genetic factors predict whether Americans will develop diabetes, and how can these commonalities be used to aid the medical community in prevention of the disease? But on the second, it is complicated, yet it is particular and focused on the core theme. As a result, you will be able to obtain useful information for your research.